only ceramic engineering program anywhere around here, and one of two in the country that is right off in New York. So it's really interesting kind of science, really interesting kind of problem solving with chemistry and materials.
So what do you want to do?
I want to work in glass. A little bit more industrial, more like bottles or like flat glass or window. But
now, will you be doing like?
Yeah, every time I go to the research furnace,
new
they actually call this a glory hole, and it will melt the glass back in. It's just a little bit hotter. So that's it. It'll melt back in. And glass has a really high surface tension, so it just holds it smooth. Just
a
from
big part of materials engineering is the plant needs to be running all the time, all day, every week.
So you would be maybe a plant manager kind of person?
Yeah. Moving towards that kind of work.
Yeah, when I worked at Kohler, I did a lot of process engineering. So.
No, this is a dance competition.
So would you pretty much have a guaranteed job?
Are you on the swing club?
Yes,
Yeah, I worked for Kohler. They liked what I did on my co-op, and I learned so much. So I definitely, if they would offer me the job, I would take it. I was down in Texas when I worked, so it was a little hot for me. If I could work, further north for us, I would really like it. But
What are you making?
so I can make a bowl or a vase, whatever you guys want to see. I can make a cup. I can make lots of things.
Let's see a vase.
Okay, so we'll go for a vase. It's a hurt vase.
All right. We got 9 minutes.
A vase is good to do in 9
Make
minutes.
a vase that's better than the one you made for them.
We made them a bowl, but we can make it a vase.
I'm a sophomore ceramic engineer right now. I took the class for this last semester, and I worked really hard, and I am teaching the class this semester.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
She can do birds too. She'll learn way faster than me.
is there just one class?
Well, there's a lecture portion, and then there's 8 different lab sections, and each lab section is taught by a TA. There's 2 students per section.
But is there only one glass blowing class?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Beyond that, once you take the class,
Yeah.
come back in here like all of us have done.
Yeah.
Plenty of. You keep working on those skills. Even some of you old artists who've been doing this for 40 years will tell you they still learn something new every day. So it's always interesting. It's always going to do.
So I'm rolling it. It does 2 things. It can shape the glass, and it will also cool the glass anywhere I touch it. So when the glass is really hot and I roll it, you'll see it kind of change colors, it kind of darkens when there's some color on it. And like I said, it just shapes it and cools it. So I can choose to preferentially cool different sections. So if I make a certain section cooler, it'll kind of resist when I blow into there. It'll stay solid and it won't stretch thin. So I can choose to make kind of like lock in a thick spot into the piece, and that controls the shape. So now we'll let it get cold again so we get some more clear glass to make that vase.
So is this pretty much the same process? It's been used for hundreds of years?
Yeah, pretty much. So a lot of it started in Italy, in Milano, Italy. If you kind of heard the history of that.
It dates back as far as Egyptian even.
Oh.
They didn't have as many cool tools as us.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. But yeah, it's progressed a lot. And like you said, most of these techniques can be traced back to Italy.
Yeah, a lot of the style that we've adopted is very Italian.
That's where glass blowing really took off and started to become a lot more than.
But the Egyptians did figure it out sooner than the Italians. It just wasn't quite
Oh, so
right.
he's blowing into that. Yeah, he's
You
blowing.
can see what he's doing right here. He has some newspaper, simple as that. On top of it, it's just a carbon pad. It provides a little bit more resistance, a little bit more durability to the pad. It's optional, but it's one that he's fond of. It helps it not burn and stick to the piece. It's being wetted with water, just like those blocks that we saw. It's that same later frost effect, like water on a hot skillet. That'll bounce around. It's forming that stain work that goes into a piece like this.
Go for it. We're good. Thank you, Michelle.
Resisting is a really important part of the process, and it's also a great way to learn. We're going to see something called a money transfer. So like we said earlier, right now he's got the bottom down there and he's got his lips all attached to this blowpipe.
Yeah.
So he needs to work with that lip. He needs to be able to shape it. So what's going to happen, this is a Sister Michelle over there is going to go. She's going to gather a little bit of glass and she's going to shape it up into a nice rounded attachment point that's a little cool. She'll be able to, Taylor will be able to stick that right on and it'll cause a semi-permanent attachment. He'll break it later, but it needs to become the new point where he works with the glass from. So he's going to be setting that up. They have to work together really well and time this just right for it to work properly.
Wow. Is that paddle made out of wood?
Yeah, that's a wooden paddle. And so it will burn, it's not wet, but you just try to briefly contact the glass. The glass is what we say, it's on the colder side, so if I had something that was wet, I could potentially cause cracks and cool it too much. So it's a little bit more gentle. Go ahead and back out.
That paddle as it is, it's been burnt out. So it just has a layer of just burn on it. That's what stops it from igniting immediately.
How often do things break?
It depends on largely on how long you've been doing it. I know I've broken a lot of things. I know Taylor has. Now we break less. It comes from experience. It'll still happen.
Oh, this is so we can shape
Oh, that's to get that little dip into it.
but
Yep.
also so we can shape the top.
Yeah.
That's what he was setting up for.
Yes, got it.
So he causes some cracks and starts to chill that line where he's going to break it with water.
Wow.
And just like that, it pops off.
Oh my god.
In a minute, yeah.
So right now his key is kind of almost the opposite of what he's going to want it to be in a minute. Because he flipped the piece upside down.
Yeah.
So right now he's getting back on center while he still has that heat all the way down.
Wow.
After this, he's going to just hit that neck point so that he can shape it up. He wants it to be right on center, because otherwise he's going to find himself making it a little lopsided.
Yes, yes.
Taylor's very good at getting things on center, symmetrical. It's taking a lot of practice.
Where your geometry comes into play.
Yeah, you have to have an eye for it,
Yeah.
and you just have to have a lot of practice and experience. Oftentimes, I just look for that part that's bouncing up and down. There's always a spot, that high point.
Yeah.
So for us, gravity is always pulling it down.
Right.
So you put it on top, gravity will naturally pull it back down.
So when you came here, you did not know you were going to art school.
No, most definitely not. But it's something that it's really fun. It's really good stress relief.
Wow, look at how much that is.
He's got that so hot he can just cut off that uneven edge that he had.
Do you reuse any of that or no?
We don't reuse our glass that has color in it, just because it would all mix together and it wouldn't come out as a rainbow. It would come out gray, brown. But all of our clear, we have some buckets over there. We'll take that clear, you can just throw it right back in the furnace. It'll melt. Next day, we'll make a new piece out of it. That's good.
You guys are buses here, and so